I'm Chef Tobias Cooks, and today I am making vegan mac and cheese.
San Francisco Bay Area.
Alright, welcome back, Cooks Time. This is our vegan mac and cheese. Okay. Vegan gluten-free mac and cheese. The story is my oldest daughter, when she was about 7 years old, was diagnosed with celiac disease. We had no idea what that was. No one ever heard of gluten before, especially growing up in Louisiana. What is gluten? Anyway, so that led me on a 13-year journey on how to make vegan gluten-free foods, because she decided at 13 to go vegan as well. Okay, so anyway, this is just a rendition of the vegan mac and cheese that I had to make before vegan or celiac disease was popular, okay? So shout out to all my vegan people and all my gluten-free people that have a hard time trying to feed yourself. So hopefully this recipe, it's very easy to do and it's great for you. Let's just get started right now. Okay, so the first thing I did is I tried out many vegan cheese, but you have to remember, this was about 13, 15 years ago. There was no such thing of vegan cheese. So I kind of had to make my own, but over the years, I've seen different people do different ways of making vegan cheese, adding different things to it. So probably about 5-7 years ago, I came up with my own technique. It looks like a lot, but trust me, at the end, it is very yummy. Okay, first thing you saw me cut up the potatoes and onions and celery with a little bit of garlic and pink salt. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put that in the food processor. I don't want to add a lot of liquid to it because, you know, you still want that melty texture of cheese. You don't want it to be liquidy or runny like it's soup or something like that. So the potato is going to give it that nice smooth texture. The carrot is going to give it the color of cheese, yellow. And then the celery and garlic and salt, of course, is going to add that nice brightness of cheese flavor. Okay, so here we go, a little bit here. There we go, that looks wonderful. I'm gonna add red onion. When I first started doing it, I did not add the red onion, but this is something I kind of added on to it. It gives it that little punchy kind of acidity cheese flavor. All right, so for chickpeas, almost forgot the chickpeas. The chickpeas are very important in vegan cooking. You will see a lot of use of chickpeas in vegan cooking. Okay, so the chickpeas, of course, for texture as well. This is the seasoning blend that I'm going to use. It's paprika, lemon pepper, cumin, salt, black pepper. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. If you want to make it a little bit spicy, you can add some cayenne pepper to it. That also gives it a nice spice as well. All right, and the most important thing to any vegan cheese, whatever the ingredients you decide to make, is the nutritional yeast. You need the nutritional yeast. Okay, so let's put that in on top there. And bear with me, here we are. And then we want a little bit of the liquid, of course, as we go along. So, okay, so let's go ahead and give it a little bit of pulse. Let's get a little bit of the liquid out. Always reserve your liquid because it has the starch in it from the chickpeas and from the potato. Okay, let's pulse it. Let's see how it looks first. All right, look at that. Coming along. Liquid to how much you would like it. Coming along good. All right, get it all. right. Ooh, smells so good. Smells delicious. Okay, so now we have the vegan cheese that's already nice and done. It's nice and creamy. Look at that. It has the wonderful flavor and color that I was telling you about. See how the carrot gave it a nice flavor. The chickpea and the potato gave it this nice creaminess, and then the nutritional yeast is what's going to give it that cheesy cheese flavor that you're looking for. Okay, so I have my gluten-free panna pasta here. You could pretty much find any gluten-free pasta in your local store. It's relatively inexpensive now. You could do it in the rice, garbanzo bean, red lentil. They pretty much have a lot of variety now. More variety they had when 13, 15 years ago when I was trying to make this for my daughter who had celiac disease. Okay, so if you notice, I'm not using any nuts just in case someone has a nut allergy. Sometimes the nuts did kind of bother her a little bit, so I had to learn how to make it nut-free as well. Okay, so this is easy right here. I'm trying to tell you, it's really, really easy. Anyone will be able to enjoy this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is olive oil, a little bit in your Pyrex. Just a little bit, just like that. Here, come with a little clean paper towel. And we just want to, the pan, just like this, a little Pyrex. Wonderful. How cool is that? Okay, once I do that, we have the panna pasta. They probably have gluten-free elbow pasta, but I know that she used to like the panna pasta as well. Okay, so here we are. Look how creamy that came out. Oh my goodness. That came out super, super, super creamy. Smells so good too. I mean, it really, really smells good. All right. So a little bit. And then let's go ahead and look at this. It smells delicious. Okay, so I am going to add a little bit of soy milk. You can use rice milk. If you want to use nuts, if you can use nuts, you can. I will recommend the cashew milk. The cashew milk is very creamy. Oh, I love using the cashew milk. But for this one here, we are going to use the soy milk. Rice milk is a little bit light. The soy milk and the cashew milk, I found, tend to give it a little bit more creaminess that you're looking for. Look at that. See? This is going to be great. Okay, I have the pink salt. I didn't have the pink salt 13, 15 years ago. That's okay. I'm a little fancy now. I'm a little older now. I could do the pink salt. So a little bit of the pink salt. And then let's go ahead and get the black pepper. Need the black pepper. Have to have the black pepper. If you don't want to use the black pepper, you can use white pepper. And let's give it another stir. And this smells so good. And I'm proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself for the past 13, 15 years of developing gluten-free vegan foods for my oldest daughter. All right, and you can tell she's grown now. Like she's grown. But I still make it. I still make the meals. Okay, so here we go. So I did go out and purchase some vegan cheese. I'm going to put this in the comments, but I found that this vegan cheese is actually one of my favorites here. Okay, so let's go ahead and layer it up. So before I do that, I have some panko breadcrumbs. This is the gluten-free breadcrumbs mixed with Italian seasoning. So look for the gluten-free breadcrumbs, and you can get the basic one and then just add the little Italian seasoning to it. Or if they already have the gluten-free breadcrumbs with Italian seasoning, then you can do that one as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get my spoon so we could get a lot more in here. Look how creamy that is. Look at the texture. It's wonderful. And then I am going to take the vegan cheese that I purchased and put that on top just like this. Isn't that wonderful? Look at there. All right. Now, growing up in Louisiana, I've never heard of anything like this before. Vegan, don't know what that is. Gluten-free, never heard of it. But as you get older, and now I live in California, you're gonna hear about vegan and gluten-free. All right, let's go ahead and get another layer on there. Am I using up all the cheese? Yes, because if you don't know about cheese, it's always good to keep layering the cheese. All right, look how good this is. Okay, one more layer. I think we could squeeze one more layer on top of here. This smells so good. I can't wait for this. This is going to be divine. All right, look at here. Look how good that is. Ugh. Okay, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna just put the rest on it just like this. Here we go. How wonderful that is. Okay, there we are. Beautiful. So I have about a little bit more slices left. That's okay. We'll go ahead and fold that up a little bit like this on top. And this is going to be all nice and bubbly. And then we're going to add the breadcrumbs. Let's add the breadcrumbs on top just to give it that little crunch. You'll understand. Once it's all melted down and you dig into it, you get that nice little crunch. All right, look at that. And also give you like that cheese crust, you know, the cheese crust. There we are, okay. And then we are going to put it into the oven, 345 degrees. Let's do it a little bit slow because it's not actually real milk cheese. So we want to take it down a little bit slow, 345 for about 45 minutes. Got it? 345 for 45 minutes. And we are going to have beautiful, wonderful Southern style. Well, no, let me not say Southern style. California style gluten-free vegan mac and cheese.